Hi, I'm Celeste and welcome to my sewing corner. In this video, I'm going to share my items that I made during the month of October, 3 savings tips if you are a sewer or a sewist, and then what I'm planning to do for the month of October in this craft. So let's dive right into it. The first thing that I finished was a Christmas gift for my oldest nephew. Was his pillowcase here, and I've already talked about where I purchased this fabric from in this video up here that I'll link above here, so you can go ahead and look at that if you're interested in that fabric. This is lacrosse fabric. He is a lacrosse player. He is in high school, and so I'm hoping that he's not too old for this, because I've been doing pillowcases for him ever since he transitioned from the crib to his big boy bed. So I have finished that. This fabric here I already had in my stash. I chose not to do the accent piece here. Just do it to maybe make it more mature for the high schooler here. So that's what I finished, and I'm really happy with that. The second thing that I completed was the pillowcase for my youngest nephew. He is into video games, and again, I reference this material in that video right up here. The red I already had in my stash, but I think it turned out very nice and it coordinates very well, especially this top fabric. It looks like the plus signs from the game controllers, so I was really happy to find that as well. The third thing that I did was another Christmas gift, but this time for my oldest niece. Again, I shared where I found this really vintage lacrosse girl fabric. She's starting lacrosse this year, so I thought we'd commemorate it by a pillowcase. But I did not tell you where I purchased this sparkly print here. That's from Joann's. They had that on sale. It's a quilter's cotton. And then the top piece is a pink from Hobby Lobby, and they typically have sales periodically, and so I was able to get that 30% off their quilter's cotton as well. So I'm really pleased at how well that turned out. And lastly, I finished a pillowcase for my youngest niece. She's into cheer, and so I haven't told you about this fabric, so I want to share where I got it from. I purchased this from fabric.com, and I will tell you that it is the softest fabric. It's just wonderful. It is cotton, but it's just so smooth, and I think it'd be great for a pillowcase. I already had the yellow in my stash, and then I purchased this distressed looking fabric. It's a quilter's cotton from Hobby Lobby for 30% off as well. Now, I will tell you that, as we all know, shipping is taking longer, especially if things are coming through the Postal Service. They've told us that, and that it probably will continue through the end of December. At least that's what my local post office is saying. So typically for fabric.com, when I purchase fabric with them, it comes really quickly, even if I'm ordering just one piece of fabric. But this fabric took, I want to say, about 13 days to get here. Again, not terribly long, but I only share that because if you are going to make a Christmas gift using some of their fabric, I would encourage you to purchase that earlier than later so that you're not rushed. For me, if I'm rushed, then I don't do as well, and I get really anxious about that. So just wanted to share that with you. It took a lot longer than it typically has in the past. Now, what I've done this year, and I'm not sure why I didn't think about this in years past, but I've added a label in each of the pillowcases. So it says, Made with Love by Aunt Celeste, and I put the year there. I had these in my stash, and they are iron-on, so I use my Elna press and put them on. What I will tell you is, I learned this the hard way. So what I did is I put the label on without the writing first, because you have to use kind of a wet pressing cloth. And then after it dried from being wet, of course when the iron hits it, then I use the micron pins to put my name in the year. For my older nephew, I wrote on it and then adhered it, and it kind of smudged a little bit from the liquid, from the wet pressing cloth. So I would just encourage you to do it the opposite. Put the label on first and then use the micron pen to write whatever you want to on your label. I will include the link down below where I purchased the Micron pens and the tip that I use, because it was really a fine tip that works perfectly for those small labels. And those labels I've had for years, probably got them from Joann's. They were 3 in a pack. No, I remember. Sorry, I got them from Walmart years ago. They came 3 in a pack, and I think the package said $1.50 when I purchased them. Of course, you know, we're in inflation, so it could be a lot more than that. So check your, you know, your Walmart and see if they might have them there. Okay, the next thing that I did was I fought with my embroidery machine and finally got a letter here. I know it's not as big as I had hoped it would be, and that's my own fault because I forgot that my embroidery machine measures everything in centimeters and not inches. So I thought it was 3 by 4 inches, and actually it was 3 by 4 centimeters. So lesson learned, but I am not going to pull all of this out and redo it, because it took forever to get the first one done. And I'll share some of my tips that I tried and worked for embroidery, and because I was fighting with that hoop. Do you fight with that hoop to get all those layers in? I do, and I found something that worked that helped me not have to fight so much. But I'm going to be using these just at Easter time, and you know, I'm pleased with the color. I would have loved it if it had been bigger, but I'm not going to be worrying about that. It's okay. So I had hoped also to have completed Sew B5170, the tank top for that. As you can see, it's still on my table. I have it cut out. Good. I have the darts put in, and I've done the top side seams up here. So I'm currently working on putting the single fold binding around the neckline and around the armholes. After I do that and turn them over, then I'll be able to do the side seams and put the hem in. So, you know, yes, I would have loved to have finished that to make it for my mom, but I made a lot of progress. So I'm not complaining. You know, goals are there to help you achieve them and to shoot for something. But, you know, there's times when life happens, like it happened here in October, things that were unexpected, and then I didn't get to finish that. But that's okay. That's okay. I accomplished quite a bit. So let's move back into the savings tips that I'm going to share with you. So if you purchase things from Joann's, you probably already have the Joann's app on your phone. If you are a teacher, I would encourage you to go ahead, and there's a section there that you can apply to have a teacher's card through the app. And if you are a teacher, you get an extra 15% off your sale or regularly priced items. So it's your total sale, not off each one. So I did that. I'm an online teacher, and so I was able to get an additional 15% off those fabrics that I purchased from Joann's that were already on sale, which is very helpful. And you know, if you save money as a sewist, you know, that's great. You know, you can make it. It makes it more fun for me because it might be more tempting to buy more things, but I have told myself I'm only purchasing things that I absolutely have to complete a project. So that's tip savings number 1. Another savings tip number 2 is to make sure that you've downloaded the Fetch app. I will include my referral link down below because you get automatic points that way. But this is a really simple tool that you can use in addition to your Joann's app or the savings you have at Hobby Lobby. So what I do is when I get the paper receipt, I will take a picture of that receipt through the Fetch app, and you will automatically get points back. And as you get more points, then you can cash those in for gift cards. Currently, we're using those gift cards for Lowe's to finish some home improvement projects that we have on our list. But you can use them for restaurants, you can use them for online shopping. I mean, there are so many things that you can do. So think about Christmas. You know, most of the people on our list are becoming older, and they're not into the fun toy stage anymore. You know, they just want money or gift cards. And so this is a great way to build those points up to be able to get those gift cards, and you can use them to bless somebody else with. So that's savings tip number 2. Savings tips number 3 is not my idea, and I'm going to link simply Delilah's video here, but it was a great, it was genius idea. You know, on Joann's app, you can get an extra 20% off if you do pickup through the store. Well, if you're buying fabric, that's kind of hard to know the feel, and is it the colors? Are they actually what they are from online? Because, you know, sometimes it can be a little off on the coloring when it shows up through your computer screen. So she shared how she was able to utilize that by still going through the store. And I'm not going to give it away because I want to give her credit for it, but it was an absolutely fabulous idea. So I hope that you will check out her video about that as another way to save some money on buying things for a sewist. Okay, so what am I going to do for November? Well, I already know that November is going to be a very hectic month. I have 3 business trips that I have to take, as well as Thanksgiving is coming, and we typically do at least 2 family Thanksgivings. And then I'm already thinking about December because my husband's birthday is December 1st, and then I have my mother's 80th birthday in December. Then we have usually 3 family Christmases that we're a part of. And so I know that there's a lot coming up. So I'm not going to set the bar very high as far as my goals. So the thing that I want to do for November is I want to finish this project for my mom. View A, the tank top. If I get more done, win-win for me. But if I don't, at least I've accomplished the thing that I really want to finish. I have my Christmas projects already done, so I'm ahead of the game. So that is what I'm planning to do November. If I have more time than I think I'm going to have, then I already have some things lined up to find fabric for, but this is the project that I want to commit to you that I'm going to finish in the month of November. Wow, I can't believe it's going to be November. So what are you working on? What have you been working on? I would love for you to comment below. I'd love to know what you're doing, and love to interact with you that way. And if this is your first time listening to one of my vlogs, welcome. I hope that you'll take the time to subscribe, click that notification bell, and like this video so that you are notified of other videos I upload each and every week. So until next time, happy sewing and happy November.